Would you wake up or trace the plumb line to your death, your final scene? What is love then but to drag a dead deer by its horns from the passing lane, just to drive on, either to arrive or to escape, not to save someone. You belong to the cars, come on, please. Pull your heels from the farthest corner you've been in. You belong to us, you belong to the cause. You were wrong, I'm wrong. We were young ones, we were wilder in our boots, in the race to fame. Now we've dried up, we no longer have our youth to sell from the penny state. Were you mine? You were never the kind to call me yours. We're born afraid, so carry on, carry all your desire to a friend, to another name, boy. You belong to the cars, come on, please. Pull your heels from the farthest place they carry you. You belong to us, you belong to the cause. You were long time wrong. Black shadows, back battles you have held in your lungs too long. You were searching, I was purchasing a flight to an all-black town. No martyrs, no fire starters, no loose wheels, no healer saints. No wise words, no birds embroidered in our clothes, no rose parade.
What am I? What am I?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
on the service to the temple. Forget not that we are the temple. And in the temple we shall meet men of many religions and many nations, and we shall honor them. And we shall honor them!
The Templar life is not for you, it's for men committed to the cause.
The King of France has sent mercenaries to kill us. Let these men be in no doubt that they have chosen a mighty opponent!
The Templar life is not for you, it's for men committed to the cause.
I believe, and there are different schools of thought, but I believe that the pyramids were, or certainly the Great Pyramid, was a machine. It had some sort of purpose. The measurements are extremely precise. For example, the ratio between the height of the pyramid and the perimeter of the pyramid is the same as the ratio between the radius of the Earth and the circumference of the Earth. So you can actually see the pyramid as sort of like a three-dimensional triangular depiction of a hemisphere, which might suggest that there was some reason to have the pyramid resonate with the planet. Now, I can convince, I think, even the greatest skeptic in 30 seconds that pyramids have powers to alter cosmic rays. Now, that sounds like some spacey thing, but here's the deal: a prism.
Archaeoastronomer Yuri Vladimir agrees with the prism hypothesis.
The
pyramids are in effect huge prisms, capable of concentrating energy. Capturing the light from the stars would initiate a process that would turn the Great Pyramid into an interstellar transmitter.
A project scientist who was one of the first to enter the tomb filed this report. It read, "During inspection of the wall segment, we noted an odd sensation. A magnetic repulsive force seemed to be emanating from the rock. We were unable to find any scientific explanation." This memo is from the cryptologist report. Findings. Partial decoded message on tomb wall indicates a prophecy of the return of ancient wing gods.
I am immortal.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe.
The return of ancient wing gods.
Talks about the tomb, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I think we got a deal.
The documents made it clear. The Kremlin was taking the myth very seriously.
I'm scared.
Of what? There's nothing to be scared of.
The Templar life is not for you. It's for men committed to the cause.
El reloj de la historia parece haberse detenido en la montaña de la Bastida, en Murcia. Allí permanece agazapada y en silencio una ciudad-fortaleza de más de 4000 años de antigüedad. Oculta aún por la tierra y las inexpugnables murallas que en su momento causaron terror entre sus vecinos, se esconde una de las etapas más misteriosas de nuestra historia.
Es como una máquina del tiempo que te lleva 4000 años atrás y estás viendo un día cualquiera en ese poblado.
Tenemos la puerta del enigma y como toda puerta tenemos la posibilidad de abrirla o de dejarla cerrada. Y claro, siempre por un lado piensas, qué bien que no puedo abrir la puerta, pero por otro lado piensas, ¿qué hay detrás, no?
Pocos han oído hablar de la cultura del Argar, una de las más enigmáticas de la península ibérica. Desarrollaron una sociedad totalmente novedosa, con tecnología avanzada para su época, y ciudades como la Bastida, con enormes murallas de piedra que recuerdan las grandes construcciones del Próximo Oriente, pero al mismo tiempo con insondables enigmas y contradicciones.
La sociedad argárica tiene de original el que todos los, yo diría que prejuicios que tenemos, los tenemos que dejar de lado porque nos encontramos ante una vida alternativa, una vida diferente, una vida distante, distinta, y tenemos que esforzarnos para no meter nuestra cabeza fuera de sus asuntos.
Tenemos menos del 10% del total de la población enterrada. Entonces, el misterio es cuál es el criterio que decide la comunidad argárica para establecer, para decidir quién tiene derecho a ser enterrado en el poblado.
Entierra, por ejemplo, debajo de las casas. Eso es una cosa un poco insólita. Tiene de particular que, siendo prehistórica, es una sociedad en la cual la composición de lo que nosotros llamaríamos familia pues no es igual. También tiene de particular, por ejemplo, que de golpe y porrazo es una sociedad de clases. Y todo eso es un misterio, y todo eso es un enigma, ¿no?
El principal misterio que rodea al mundo argárico es conocer en qué creían, cómo pensaban o cómo se transmitía su conocimiento. No nos han llegado trazos de ningún tipo de escritura, ni, lo más sorprendente, restos de representaciones iconográficas. El miedo a la imagen parece que lo cubría todo.
Templos no hay, en el Argar no hay templos, y eso es un tema muy extraño, ¿no? Porque en el Argar se podía de alguna forma decir es una sociedad o una ideología iconoclasta.
No hay nada de decoración, ni una línea ni un dibujo.
No hay representaciones, pero tampoco geométricas, es decir, es absolutamente, ante cualquier elemento decorativo es negado.
No hay ningún elemento simbólico decorativo que nos remita a un pensamiento del más allá.
Sin embargo, ese más allá existía, y al parecer estaba más cerca que en ninguna otra sociedad de la prehistoria. El inframundo estaba debajo de la ciudad, un inframundo que podían rozar casi con la yema de los dedos.
Debajo de las casas, debajo del piso de las casas, digamos que convive la vida y la muerte. El inframundo es el mundo de los muertos.
¿Cómo es posible que una sociedad tan plenamente desarrollada, en ciertos campos, no haya desarrollado otros? Yo creo que aquí se nos está perdiendo algo interesante, sobre todo porque, aunque veamos que no hay simbolismos ni en la cerámica ni en ningún tipo de soporte, lo cierto es que tienen un enorme cuidado con ciertas cosas, como por ejemplo con la muerte.
Los restos que han llegado hasta nosotros en los enterramientos nos hablan de ciertos conocimientos en la medicina muy avanzados para la fecha en que nos movemos, el 2200 a.C.
Una mujer que tiene fracturas múltiples en la columna vertebral y en las costillas, y todas remodeladas. Lo que te está hablando es que esa persona debió recibir cuidados y atención terapéutica, tenía que tener conocimientos porque si no hubiera muerto por procesos infecciosos a consecuencia de esas fracturas múltiples.
A mediados del segundo milenio antes de nuestra era, la cultura del Argar desapareció sin dejar rastro. No hubo invasiones extranjeras ni revueltas internas. Sus enormes murallas no pudieron frenar al enemigo invisible. La Bastida sencillamente se desvaneció en el tiempo, dejando un vacío y un misterio en nuestra historia que nadie ha sido capaz de resolver. Oculta aún por la tierra y las inexpugnables murallas que en su momento causaron terror entre sus vecinos, se esconde una de las etapas más misteriosas de nuestra historia.
I see your red door. I want it painted black. No colors anymore. I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of colors and painted black with flowers and my love, both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away, like a newborn baby. It just happens every day. I look inside
Todos han oído hablar de la
myself and
cultura
see
del
my
Argaz,
heart is
una de las más
black.
enigmáticas de la península ibérica.
I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the
¿Cuál es el criterio que decide la
It's
comunidad
not
argárica
easy facing
para
up when
establecer,
your
para decidir
whole
quién tiene
world is
derechos en una población?
no more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
No nos han llegado trazos de ningún tipo de escritura, ni lo más sorprendente, restos de representaciones iconográficas.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe.
A mediados del segundo milenio antes de nuestra era, la cultura del Argaz desapareció sin dejar rastro. La cultura del Argaz desapareció sin dejar rastro. No hubo invasiones extranjeras ni revueltas internas. Sus enormes murallas no pudieron frenar al enemigo invisible. La Bastida sencillamente se desvaneció en el tiempo, dejando un vacío y un misterio en nuestra historia que nadie ha sido capaz de resolver.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the world,
When I was a child, I read about an ancient underwater city, only uncovered in the late 1980s near a remote island far from anywhere. It was a discovery so historically significant that it would undoubtedly prove to be one of the most important archaeological finds of my lifetime, if not ever. What they'd found there was nothing less than Asia's Atlantis. the lost continent of Mu. It's something that I've wanted to see my entire life. For 25, 30 years straight, I've been fascinated by it. In perhaps their most direct move ever, the Japanese government renamed the rocks in a way that made it clear that they were natural and not man-made. That's it. But for those who were already apt to believe, all that did was just serve to drive the point home further that this was a cover-up, that this was something worth hiding. Before long, the first true believer arrives on the scene, or at least the first one willing to throw a lot of money towards the cause.
Structure has baffled archaeologists for years. Where did it come from and who made it? This is Uniguni Monument, Japan's lost Atlantis. In 1985, a Japanese man was diving off the south shore of Uniguni Island, situated 76 miles from the east coast of Taiwan. It was here he noticed some strange formations under the waters. Upon closer inspection, he realised that he had stumbled upon the remnants of a lost civilization. Little did he know he just uncovered one of the greatest underwater discoveries ever. The origins of the structure have been the topic of debate for so many years. Many of the scientists, researchers and archaeologists have questioned where the monument came from. Some have argued that this is the result of a natural phenomena, carved by natural processes over thousands of years. However, others such as Professor Masaki Kimura believe it was created by an advanced prehistoric civilization. Continuous research on the monument overwhelmingly points to the fact that the structure is a man-made monolith, carved from a natural formation. Within the structure, many have identified a pyramid, castle, roads, a pool and a stadium. The main feature of Yonaguni Monument is a rectangular formation made from sandstone, measuring 150 meters by 40 meters and reaching 27 meters in height. On top of this huge structure is a formation known as the Turtle. Close to the turtle are stairs which are carved into the sandstone. Cut into the monument are depictions of animals, strategically placed holes and aesthetic triangles, all indicating that this was man-made. The exact date of these ruins is hard to determine, but a team of Japanese geologists believe them to be at least 6,000 years old, while others have theorized them to be much older. It's believed that the monument was constructed during the last ice age, 10,000 BC, when the sea level was far lower than it is today. Yonaguni was the southern end of a land bridge that connected Taiwan, Ryukyu and Japan, perhaps acting as an important trade route. Either rising sea levels or earthquakes eventually sank the monuments, sinking it to the seabed to be lost for thousands of years. The Yonaguni Monument is surrounded in mystery.
Something is always happening, but when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it. Something is always happening, but when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it.
If you don't want to be on a CIA watch list, you're gonna probably want to keep scrolling and most definitely don't follow. Alright, so check this out. Ooh, from the Washington Post. The USA tried to change other countries' governments 72 times during the Cold War. You know, note that that's from 2016, but it's still relevant because that's about a time period in the past, right? And that's just during the Cold War, mind you. Because the story I want to tell doesn't end there. Do you guys remember when this happened? Yeah, that's a great question. Why does the Washington Post have such ominous ties to the CIA? Well, Jeff Bezos once owned both Washington Post and Amazon, and if you recall, Amazon had a $600 million cloud computing deal with who? The CIA, and guess what? That deal went down right around the time that Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post. So, and here's the really sick part, if you recall back at the beginning of the video, what did I show you? A Washington Post article on who? The CIA and them overthrowing governments during the Cold War. They don't even hide a lot of this shit from us. They just know we're so dumb and desensitized, we don't give a fuck, right? So we're like, oh, that's a crazy headline. Move on. Ooh, from the Washington Post. The USA tried to change other countries' governments 72 times during the Cold War.